What's going on, guys? Lost Paramount, aka Mason, bringing you guys some Smite content. Now today's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna let the video play out and the game play out, but I thought I'd commentate over this and honestly just talk about why I feel like Smite might be dying, along with other games that are recently new or not. And honestly, it all comes down to the fact that players are ruining the game for most other players. And you see that in this game, and I'm playing Medusa, and I do very well until later in the game, and this fucking new wall literally did nothing at all. And you'll notice in the bottom left, when we're having a chat, he will be saying, no, save yourself, the entire time. In the start of the game, he's doing fine, and he has no reason to quit on the team at all. And we were winning the game, so there really wasn't a reason for him to stop playing and help the team. So why am I even mad about this, and why am I even about to rant for X amount of time over a 30-minute video and explain to you guys why I feel like this is a huge problem? Well, the biggest problem is that this is the reason why most people stop playing certain games. Honestly, if I was a newcomer to Smite and this kid would have done that shit to me, I guarantee I probably would have stopped playing. Just in general, because to me that's just kind of, it's kind of like a first impression on anything that you see or go to. If you don't like something, you're not going to stick with it. And if I was a new starting player, and if I haven't been playing since Season 3, and this was my first game on, I don't think I would have ever played again. It's just annoying to have a teammate that has no reason to stop playing at all. And really, if you're not going to play the game and like help the team, then there's no reason for you even to be playing the game anyway. It's just frustrating to me to think that people log on just to feel like they should waste my time, other people's time, and their time at the same time, just because they're just assholes. There's no reason for it at all. I'll be real, after this game, I actually couldn't even play other games either. I was so enraged. And yeah, you might be wondering, why was I being so upset over a single Smite game and a single kid? Well, I'm competitive, as I guarantee 85%, just a blind percentage of people are competitive when they play video games. If you're not competitive when you play video games, then don't play at all. Play video games that are like solo, like for example, Gears of War, and then just don't play the multiplayer, or Halo, for example, or even God of War, or Spider-Man, or any of those games at all, or even Far Cry. Like, those are the kind of non-competitive games that you need to be playing if you're not going to try at least to take it seriously. It's one thing to be new at a game and not know what you're doing, then actually be experiencing the game and not help out your team just because you don't want to. Just because you're an asshole that day doesn't mean you have to go and ruin other people's day. Honestly, noobs aren't even the reason why games suck, or the reason why games are dying. In my opinion, as I'm sure most people will agree, this game, Smite, other games as well, are dying because people just are assholes. People are just deliberately ruining the game for everybody to enjoy. Video games are for people to be competitive and enjoy the game at the same time. No one wants to lose, and no one especially wants to lose because your teammate is deliberately throwing the game when you could have won. And if you guys know anything like Call of Duty or Smite, these are two games that require teammate support and require a team effort. You can't just rely on one person, especially in Smite. From the 2-3 years I have been playing this game since Season 3, going on to Season 5 now, I have yet to really hard carry teams unless I play Poseidon. And even then, it's just because the whole other team isn't even working together. They're not a team themselves, so that gives me the chance to just snowball and just wreck the entire team with no problem, and I don't even need my teammates to be there. But if you face a team in Smite and they're somewhat communicating, or somewhat together, unified, and just one player, no matter how good you do, just one player that decides to say, fuck it, I don't even want to play today, I'm just gonna be an asshole and not help out deliberately just because I want to, or just because I'm a sourpuss. Like, that's the shit that ruins video games and ruins communities. That's the shit that makes people stop playing video games in general, and that's why sometimes communities and games will die off rather quickly. And you know, honestly, I wish there was an answer to like to solve this, but there really isn't. The only thing that we could really do as a community is just start playing the game. Start playing the game the way it's supposed to be. And before anybody says, it's just a video game, Mason, it doesn't matter. Well, yeah, actually, it kind of does. You know, most people actually play video games as a career. And for them to fuck with you while you're trying to do your career, that's like you working at your $5 an hour job, bussing at Olive Garden, right? And you're fucking, let me think. Your waiter honestly doesn't even want to wait on the people. So then the customers get pissed off at you and you don't make money because they don't tip. So you're losing money from your tip share just because a waiter doesn't want to wait on the people. So you're telling me that you'd be totally fine with not getting your tip share or any kind of job, really. Even being an engineer, for example. If you're working on a project and you have someone that is completely capable of doing it, which honestly they have to be to even get to that point in their lifetime, if they're completely capable of doing it and they're not helping you at all, and you get the blunt for it and your whole team falls down because of that, and you lose out on money and lose the potential to lose your job, I know for a fact you're not gonna like that shit. One fucking bit. So, that's serious to people. And same with video games. If people are going to deliberately throw the game, that's going to make you so mad at the game, and it's going to make you stop playing the game. This was honestly my first game on that night, and I stopped playing right afterwards. Why? I was just so pissed off that I took an L from a kid that honestly didn't even want to play the game. I understand that it's just pubs. I understand that it's just Smite on PlayStation 4. But what I don't understand is, why would you play a competitive game like Smite if you're just gonna not play the game? If you're just gonna not be a team, or even remotely help the team at all, like, then what's the point in ruining my day? Making me so mad where I threw my headset on the ground. After I went to Fortnite, I played a couple games there, threw my headset on the floor, and realized that I'm too mad right now to actually play games. And I usually never get that mad over anything. It's just a huge pet peeve of mine that, you know, I'm actually doing very good my first game on with Medusa. I honestly was alone and I was just trying to listen to music and vibe, as most people do when they play any game at all. Most people play Call of Duty and just try and vibe, you know? Just play pub stomp. But you can't do that whenever you have teammates that just think they're the shit and don't do anything, or don't help you out in one bit. And honestly, no one can sit here and tell me that it's just a video game, it doesn't matter. Well, it does to people. People use this game to actually make themselves happier. People use this to escape real life because they don't like the bullshit that happens in real life. And trust me, that's a lot of bullshit. But to get more bullshit from fucking kids that just are deliberately throwing the game when they know how to play just because they're being a sourpuss doesn't help anybody. It just makes the whole game unenjoyable, which in return limits the amount of players that play games, and that's why games die out. I can't think of any games off the top of my head that have died out, but I can guarantee you there are multiple games in this community in our daytime that have completely stopped playing games because people just intentionally don't help the team. In real life and in video games, life is about teamwork. It's about socializing. Same with video games. It's about helping one another. It's about supporting your team no matter what. Even if you're not having a great day, it doesn't mean you need to ruin other people's day and make them quit their game. You know, I'm not saying that video games should be 100% taken serious at all times. I have times where I like to fuck around, but I only do that when I know I'm winning, or when I know the other team has no chance in beating me. I don't do it whenever, I don't just go into a game and say, fuck it, you know? It's whatever, we lost, I'm done. I'm done. Honestly, if you're gonna be that way in any game that you play, you need to not play video games, or at least play video games like Legos. You know, play something that doesn't involve other people and ruin other people's day. Because seriously, it's that shit right there that just make video games unenjoyable. When video games and communities in video games are supposed to be something, it's supposed to be an escape from reality. It's supposed to be something that people, as friends in IRL, or friends that meet across the world, try to enjoy and work together and play a game. You know, it's not just about fucking Newall over here that just doesn't want to help out because she's being a sourpuss and because she thinks she's just better than everybody. Which isn't even the case. She didn't even do better than me. And honestly, in the last half of this game, I die so many damn times because the other team finally catches up to our team. When they shouldn't have. We should have been done with this game so long ago. But we have a new wall that intentionally just says, save yourself, I'm not helping. We will call out, we will say, hey, let's help each other. Let's gank left lane and let's get this win. All we need is a team wipe. But we can't do that with a 5th man down when the teams are actually even at the end of the game. At the start, we had an insane lead. And about this time right now is when Nuwa decides to say, you know what, we're up, fuck it, I'm done. You know what, I just want to lose the game. She actually intentionally said, I want to lose the game today. She legit logged on to a video game to say, even though I'm winning, fuck it, I don't care. I'm just going to leave and piss everyone off, make everyone else lose the game along with me. Just because I can. You know, it's that mentality that actually makes games cancerous. It makes games unbearable. There's not a single good thing that comes from you being an asshole like that. Not one single damn thing. Not a single thing. You're not benefiting yourself from losing the game on purpose. You're not benefiting me by purposely losing a damn game when I'm literally carrying the team like an ADC should, and you're not helping the other 3 players that are in this game that actually just got on here to play a regular Clash pub game and, you know, win the game. Video games are about winning, just like life. It's all about trying to be the best, you know, survival of the fittest. If you're not mentally capable of handling hard level thinking, then you should not be a part of anything. You should literally just stay at home because you can't do any good by the community. And if you can't do good by a gaming community, then you shouldn't be in that community. It's like people that go onto Twitch streams and promote themselves because they know they can't do it themselves. So they have to use, let's say, Ninja. Let's just say they have to go through him to gain sponsorship. It's like, why would you do that? Why would you be a leech on society? Why would you want to leech onto this game just to suck the life out of everybody that plays it with you? Whenever, you know, there's no reason to do that. Now, it's completely different if you're a noob or you're a new beginning player. There's really nothing wrong with sucking if you don't actually legitimately know what you're doing. Because we can't get mad at you if you don't know what you're doing. That's just something completely different. But in this case, this new wall, literally right here, is just saying, okay, I'm done, you know? And there's no reason to. We just got 3 kills, and she's saying, okay, like she's pissed. Like, can't you just say, nice job, while attack left lane, or help attack right lane? Instead, she's all the way in the back blue camp. Not even, look, she doesn't even go buy that Phoenix. She legit has full health and mana. There is no reason for her to back. And I know for damn fact she didn't have gold either because she didn't do shit during that entire engagement. See, now she's saying buy and save yourself. This is where I start getting pissed off. And this is when I start just throwing logical thinking away. And I don't stay behind anything. I don't position myself. I honestly just get so mad to the point where I stop playing my 21 pilots and actually try to play seriously. At first I was not. Now I'm trying, but I can't because I'm too pissed off and I'm just making the wrong decision. In return, making me more mad, making me angrier, pissing me off more, making me afterwards report him and quit Smite. I haven't been on Smite since. And this was maybe 6 days ago. I know it's really not that big of a deal to take an L every once in a while, but it's a different story when you lose because people deliberately throw games. And I know many people in Call of Duty yell at their teammates because their teammates actually don't do anything to help out at all. And I know plenty of people, plenty of my friends get pissed off at that shit too, as much as I do in this. It's just, my question is, what do people think about when they do this shit, you know? There's no reason to do it. There's no benefit from doing it. You're just doing it just because you're a self-centered piece of shit. See, we're all up by their blue buff. And our new wall is on the right side of the map. Not moving, staying under tower. This is a diamond player. Like me. I'm a diamond player, and she is too. Or he is. Doesn't matter. And he is sitting under tower. He waited for us to die to move up. And then he runs right back. Doesn't help. He doesn't help out the Odin. Doesn't help out me. Or the Thoth. Or Loki. Just does his own thing. When Smite is a game where it's a 5v5, 3v3, 4v4, 1v1. And you're supposed to use your teammates to help win the game. And you can't do that when you have Sir Fuckboy a lot over here doing absolutely nothing to help out the team. Every single game that's been out so far, and every game that continues to come out, will either be a story mode game or a game that's based off teammates. And you need to rely on them. And I feel like it is a detriment to any community, any game that decides to play, that you have to actually play with your friends to win games. You can't just, you have to wait for your friends to get on. Which, if you have friends that are all the way in Arizona, their time zone isn't going to be the same as yours, more than likely. And sometimes you can't play with them. Sometimes they're busy. People have busy lives, like I do with school. So, it's just a detriment to any community that you actually have to wait for your team, your friends, to get online just to play games. I think if any community wants to grow, if any game developer wants to create their game and grow as a company, the community has to work together. You can't have fuckboys that just intentionally throw games and lose games for everybody. You can never be good at pro games or anything that you do if you're going to deliberately throw them. It's like quitting nursing school after 10 years of going to nursing school and getting all your gen eds and your general sciences done, but then you quit on the, you quit, and the way you quit out is by intentionally talking to somebody that's sitting next to you during the final exam and also getting them kicked out. I don't think it's fair that anybody in real life or in a video game has any right to intentionally ruin another person's fun or life in any kind of scenario whatsoever. So there is no reason for anybody to intentionally throw games. There's just not a reason. Unless you're trying to be a dick or a troll. But let's be honest. Those are what ruin communities. Those are what ruin games. These are why games die. Games die out quickly because no one helps anybody anymore. Everyone in this damn society is so self-centered. We need selfless people that are willing to actually team up with people and enjoy the game. I get it's just a game. I know I say that a lot, but honestly, for a lot of people, this is a job. For other people, this is the way to escape the real life. So just to get just an idea, you know, it's depressing that somebody that has a hard day at a job, you know, let's say they're 25, just started their job, okay, and they just want to play a game of Smite or a game of Fortnite, you know, they just want to play a game of Fortnite, that's it, okay, they play that game and they keep losing, you know, off the bat, they don't get a gun, so they die, okay, you know, they're not mad, but they're like, you know, today's not my day, I'm gonna go play Smite, and then they get on Smite, they're winning, their day is finally getting a little better that, you know, they're winning. They're actually one day, they're winning for once in their day. You know, all day was just been a shitty day because, again, at 25, you're a busser at Olive Garden, and your fucking waiter didn't want to wait the table, so you lost money on tip share. So you're going to be down maybe, you know, 30, 40 bucks for the night. So you're not mad, you're a little mad about that. But then you get on Smite after Fortnite, and then you play a game just to lose because another person doesn't want to do their job. Now, you know how depressing that is, that no one wants to do their job in real life and in a fucking video game? Don't you think it's a little depressing that most communities are actually dying because people don't want to do their job? Or people don't actually want to help out people? I just don't understand why people can't just nut up and help people. Instead of saying, save yourself, how about you stop being a selfless prick and help? I'm not gonna lie, I got so mad at this fucking kid for ruining my day that I kept saying, you raw, cancel that. And that's something that usually is only said whenever you're trying to be an asshole to a noob. I was saying it to a kid that wasn't even doing bad in the game. He wasn't going 1-17, he wasn't going 1-5. He wasn't doing bad. I don't remember. He was probably like 6-2. So there's no fucking reason to stop playing the game, man. It's this shit that just... even watching this, I'm getting heated because it's just so depressing to see that people intentionally ruin games for other people. And honestly, games aren't just games to people, including me. I've been playing games for multiple years, okay? And I personally have more fun in my life playing games than I would going out in public. I'm a very people person, but I'd rather honestly sit at home and play video games than go to a party. Because to me, I'm in another world. I'm doing something that I cannot physically do in IRL. And it's something that I enjoy. It's a passion. I have a passion for games like this, for Smite, for anything, like for Call of Duty, for Far Cry, for everything. You know, it's just a passion that most people have. Most teenagers and young adults, and fuck, even 45-year-olds with kids play this game. They play Smite, they play Fortnite, they put money into these kind of games because they want to grow the community. And yes, because they want personal benefit. But think about it. There are some people out there that actually deliberately will buy stuff not because they need it or want it, but because they want to help the company grow. I've done that with Smite. I mean, I'll put $5 in, even though that's only like 40 gems that gets you pretty much nothing. I'll do it every once in a while because I want Hi-Rez to do good by the community. I want them to continue doing their job. They make this game so enjoyable, so much fun, and this game honestly will not die out. Neither will League of Legends, and neither will Fortnite. But it's because they have a good developing team, and it's because the community isn't that bad. Smite is not dying out, neither is Fortnite, neither is any other game, but there are games out there that have died because people consistently are like New Wall. Like people like this that intentionally ruin the gaming experience for people just because. Now, the counter argument to this would be that people shouldn't take video games so seriously because, again, it's just video games. But then again, you can't say that because people don't consider video games as just video games. People actually look at video games as a way to express themselves because maybe they're not good at things in real life, but they're great at fucking video games. Like Nadeshot, Ninja, Scump. I don't know if they could potentially make a job in IRL, but they don't need to because they are good enough to become pros at a video game and earn money from it, which is very hard to do. So before people even start saying that people shouldn't earn money from this, yeah, they should. It's another way to live life. Just because you suck at the game doesn't mean you need to tear down other people and what they have played so long to create just because you're a prick. I've been playing Smite for years, as I have said, and I have gotten to the point where I can log on to this game and not have a bad day, ever, because I understand how this game works now. It took me a long time. It did. It took me a very long time. It took me years. It took me the 3 years I played to get good at this game, to get very good at this game. And I'm not bad at all. I have bad games. Don't get me wrong. Everyone always has bad games. Even the best of the best will have bad games and lose. Legitimately, they will lose. But to lose because your teammates throw the game is unacceptable for any community, for any player. And even people that don't care about the games would still get mad about that. And I know that. I guarantee the 3 other people I'm with are not having a good time either. We were up winning. We're up by 10 fucking kills. And we have yet to take a Phoenix. That doesn't happen. And that should not happen. At all. Period. End of story. Should not happen. We should have already won this game 15 minutes ago. And I have yet to be back on a Smite to make any more gaming content. But I promise that soon there will be more gaming content. And this is a little different from what my normal games will be and what my normal content on this channel will be. But honestly, if this video gets enough views and enough likes, I will make more videos with rants that deal with anything. Politics or really anything. I will rant about anything. I have my own opinions as everyone has their own. But my opinion on video games and people trying to play competitive games or games that involve teammates, they need to play the game. Period. End of story. They need to at least try. It's one thing for all. It would have been one thing if we all agreed to stop playing the game. It was just him. We were winning by 10 kills the entire game, and we lose. Not because the other team's better. No, not because of that. We lost because this kid is 6-1-11 and intentionally stopped playing the game. If you notice this Nuwa, he deliberately stays away from fights, and he deliberately stays next to this Titan, next to the Phoenix, next to our blue buff, or in the fountain, to intentionally not do anything. While the rest of us are busting our balls trying to win a game. And no one likes losing. So when I lost just because of queer, sorry for using that, but it's just so rage-inducing to hear this shit. It's just when this kid actually does something like this and actually intentionally ruins the game, it's just, why? Why would you do that? Why would you want to ruin other people's games and day just because you're a selfless prick? Like, do good by the community. Help people out. You know, if you're bad, I want every good player nowadays. This is what we need to do as a community. We need the good players to teach the bad players how to be good at the game. We need to get all the people that just throw the game. We need to report them, and then it's up to the devs to actually get them out of the game. This is the only way games will honestly stay around by 2050. The only way. I'm sorry that I ran in for 30 minutes over just a pointless topic, but to me, it's very important that I voice the idea that people need to actually play the game. Or if you're not going to actually try at life, or at a video game, let alone, if you're not going to try at a video game, that's pretty fucking sad. I'll be honest. If you fail in life, and then deliberately fail in a video game, you might as well not even do anything. Really, you might as well just live with your parents, and let mommy and daddy pay for you. But again, I'm sorry that I had a rant for this long over a stupid, pointless topic, but to me this isn't pointless, and I want you guys to know that I'll be posting more videos regularly. I just wasn't able to last week because of how hectic school has been and my quizzes and tests, but everything's okay now. I'm still determining a schedule to post everything, and if you guys want, I can continue making rant videos over gameplay if you guys would want me to. But just let me know what you guys want in the comments. Thank you guys so much for listening to me rant for 30 minutes. I know my voice can be a little hard to handle and a little hard to get used to. But I just want to say, for the last thing, is please, if you're going to play a game that involves teammates, please just play the game. Don't intentionally throw away a game just because you want to. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I'm sorry that this took so long, but I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much. Please like and subscribe. Peace.